call me crazy.
This episode may contain loose forms of nudity, caveman, growling aggressively, and words not meant for the ears of young children. Viewer discretion is advised. This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network. Like, share, and come along for the ride, join the tribe. And if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do, don't you? Smash that subscribe button. The caveman won't bite, not really. And if you are ready, and if the caveman is ready, then let's kick this show off, growl, growl.
Caveman's call echoes through the stream. Click that button, join the dream. 4 to 5 days, we're live on cue. Reviewing the wild, the weird, the new. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. After shows where stories unfold, hidden gems and secrets told. Crew's got jokes and little flair. Once you're here, you're staying there. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. From caveman grunts to streaming gold. New adventure, stories bold. Every moment, every beat. Grab your spot. Front row seat. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. Get ready, it's the final countdown. Hold tight, the spotlight's shining bright. We're gonna take flight. From the screens to the stage, it's a wild show. Counting down the top 10, feel that energy flow. The caveman's in charge, and it's time to explode. One by one, let's celebrate the best. From glam to the glam, we're putting it to the test. Hollywood dreams, we'll put 'em to the storm. With the top 10 countdown, we're ready for more.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of Final Countdown Top 10 Horror Movies. Pebbles is here. Say hello, Pebbles.
It's your favorite narrator, Pebbles.
Yeah. Hi. Hey.
Hey. Hey,
So-
caveman, hey.
Hey. So today, coming in at number 5 is
Ring.
Ring. It's so before we do anything, I want to brace people. It's not
The Ring.
It's so we're taking a look at the original Japanese version of the film, and I know a lot of people are going to hate that. We're very much film historians here, and I think this is slotted in perfectly only because it is really the birth of modern horror Japanese filmmaking. This is where it really caught a lot of people's eye. This is like the Raid came out because of this, all this kind of stuff. And that would have, if all these Japanese horror films had their versions done in the West, and it wouldn't be so until this movie. Like you can watch any other Japanese film you want prior to this. They never really made a dent other than this movie. People really talked about this movie, and out of that talking become the English adaptation. That wouldn't have happened without this movie, right? That Raid wouldn't have happened without this movie. This is really the predecessor to all those adaptations being made, right? It's just like Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was really the gateway anime for a lot of different anime being made, and this is no different than that. So, without further ado, Pebbles, give us the lowdown.
Okay. So today we're diving into the iconic horror film Ring, released in 1998 and directed by Hiro Nakata. If you're familiar with the American remake The Ring from 2002, this is the original that started the entire global J-horror phenomenon. Hiro Nakata is one of Japan's leading horror filmmakers, known for psychological tension, atmosphere, and supernatural dread, rather than jump scares and gore. His work in Ring helped shape modern horror worldwide, influencing movies directly like The Grudge, Dark Water, Insidious, and even Paranormal Activity.
And The Raid, right? The Raid? I think.
I don't have that listed, but that one very well could also be inspired.
Yeah.
For North American audiences, you may also recognize one of the leads, Hiroyuki Sanada, who plays Ryuji. He's known for roles in John Wick 4, Mortal Kombat, Sunshine, Bullet Train, and HBO's Westworld. This film stars Nakado Matsuma, Hiroyuki Sanada, Reikia Otaka. Sorry, my Japanese is not the best. I'm not Japanese, people. Sorry, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering these. Yugo Takashi and Ri Ino. So, are you ready to get into this movie?
Oh, I am. I think, Pebbles, you hit it out of the park.
Thank you.
As always. This is really the birth, right? Without this movie, The Grudge. That's a great call, by the way. I didn't think of The Grudge. The Grudge, like all this stuff, wouldn't be possible if this film didn't achieve a level of success, right?
And just like Ring, The Grudge actually started as a Japanese horror film.
Yes.
So it kind of really gives you an idea of what we're about to get into when you hear titles like The Grudge, Dark Water, Insidious.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't necessarily even consider those horror movies. A lot of them will call them thrillers. But no, they are the horror movies that will keep you up in the middle of the night because you think some child that you wronged when you were 3 years old is going to come back and haunt you.
Yeah.
That doesn't give anything away, but are you ready to dive deep into this movie, Caveman?
Oh, The Dark Phone. Perfect. So
that one too.
that I mean, and yes, people are film fans are like, but yeah, listen. Yes, I know that The Ring and a lot of adaptations have their problems, like jump scares, and still that wasn't in the original versions. Yes, but you have to like understand the different sensibilities here. And this is not a knock
To the remake.
on the North American fans, but some filmmakers don't trust that the audience has a level of maturity for these films, whether that's right or wrong, right? I mean, in these J-pop, J-horror films, right? There's no jump scares at all.
No,
There's none. It's all about
tension.
it's tension, psychological, and it's all about what you don't see.
Yeah, 100%.
And film and fans just don't like that. They just don't. It's always in the numbers that they want jump scares.
Yeah.
Whether that's right or wrong, it's whether it's on that's on the studios. I think some absolutely, absolutely that's on in the studios, but that's more like the audiences. There's different levels of sensibility. I mean, look at anime, like anime adaptations when they get dubbed here. They're often dumbed down and cartoonified. The best way I can. Why? Because
Different countries' audiences want different
It's-
things.
the audience in Japan, the kids, the parents, they're so adult on how they consume their fine, I'll say content, and I hate saying that, but it really and you can see that, right? You can see this in these different the cartoonification of anime, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's prevalent. I mean, a lot of things in some of these anime in the English dubs don't make a lick of sense. Why? Because Japanese animators don't trust that, or studios don't trust that it's going to make much more of an impact. I mean, look at Sailor Moon, right? For a good, there's a lot of LGBT plus content in those animes, right? And then the Deke dub went in and kind of polished it to the point where it wasn't Pretty Guardians anymore, right?
Yeah.
So,
And before I get into the synopsis of Ring, I'll preface for our North American movie lovers, if you're not into J-horror, it's fine. Not everyone loves a dub.
No.
I will say genuinely the American remakes are on par with the J-horror versions, but you're going to have a bit more depth in the J-horror.
yeah,
As someone
yeah,
who's watched
exactly.
both the original for Ring and Grudge, I will say that like they're comparable options if you don't want to watch a dubbed J-horror film.
Well, no, I mean the North American versions, right? Like,
Yeah.
Of these
It's
films.
for a
Like,
North American audience. It
the
doesn't.
2002 film has some similars.
Yeah, there's
things,
there's
but-
quite a few things that are actually scene for scene in that movie.
But in a whole, like the original Ring is much different than the 2002 version of the Ring.
And that's down to cinephiles, right?
Yeah.
Like anyone who's not a cinephile will say that they're completely the same because I'll be honest, they are shot quite similarly. You will see some scene for scene things, but overall they are quite different.
Yeah, it's just pace different.
Yeah, I would say it's mostly pace and the style of acting.
Music. It's so.
But you're not going to get jump scares in the
No.
North American versions
So-
either.
So the North American here's one difference. Okay, so the original Ring uses a lot of atmosphere to paint the picture. A lot of silence. There's no music to guide you on what to feel.
No.
However, the 2000 version,
It guides you
there's
a lot of
music all over the place, right? So that's just some differences. I know you're probably like, well, what difference does that mean? When you're talking about psychological thrillers, that is everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pass it back to Pebbles.
Awesome. So let's get into this movie. Let's dig our teeth into it. Ring opens up with a creepy urban legend that's been spreading through Japanese teens. A cursed VHS tape that it supposedly kills you
What's
7 days.
VHS?
VHS for our younger viewers is an old tape. It is a tape, a videotape.
Not DVD.
No.
What's DVD? Oh, come on!
Oh, come on,
Fuck
Caveman.
off! Like, kid guys, like what's DVD? Okay, so it's just something you use to. It's just an arcade.
Okay,
form. I'm
just-
just being old.
Yeah, let me get back into it. So, the ring opens with a creepy urban legend that's been spreading through Japanese teens. A cursed VHS tape that supposedly kills you 7 days after you watch it. We meet two high school girls. One of them, Tomoko, admits she watched the tape a week earlier. That same night, she dies in a horrific and mysterious way, her face twisted in horror. Tomoko's aunt, Reiko, is a journalist who starts investigating the story. She discovers that all 4 teens who watched the tape on the same night died the exact same time, down to the minute. Reiko travels to the cabin where the VHS tape was found. She discovers that the mysterious She discovers the mysterious tape there and watches it and is immediately hit with a phone call. A simple, eerie reminder. Her countdown has begun. Realizing that she has 7 days left, she brings in her ex-husband, Ruji, who has low-level psychic sensitivity. He watches the tape as well, so he can help her figure it out. Together, they analyze surreal imagery. A single staring eye, abstract shapes, and a long-haired woman. Their investigation leads to the tragic story of Shuzuko Yamamara, a psychic who is destroyed by the media, and her daughter, Sadeko, whose powers are even more dangerous. Eventually, they discover that Sadeko was attacked and thrown alive into a well, where she has survived for days, clawing at the walls before eventually dying. Reiko and Ruji find her remains in that well, believing that they finally brought her spirit to peace. Reiko seems safe, but the next day, Ruji dies anyways, proving that the curse is still active. The true solution hits Reiko. She survived because she made a copy of the tape earlier. The curse isn't broken by compassion. It's broken by spreading it, forcing someone else to watch it and carry that burden with them. The movie ends in a chilling note. Reiko's young son, Yoshi, accidentally watched the tape, and to save him, she must copy the tape again and convince someone else to watch it. So the curse lives on. And for our North American audience, again, you may notice that is almost scene for scene the original, or not the original, the remake. So that's why I mentioned before getting into the synopsis that we really are looking at a almost scene for scene remake when we are looking at the Ring and
very
Ring.
different,
but they are very differently toned.
Yeah, and very, like, the angles and stuff like that. It's, I mean, this started the craze, right?
Yeah.
This is the daddy, right? Just like Dragon Ball Z in 1995. This is the daddy to a lot of J-horror film coming to North America. Right? The Grudge, right? There's a lot of different things. And a lot of Asian directors got their foot in the door. Like, how many Asian directors have we had that just specialized in horror movies since, right? There's, like, a ton, right? It's like this film, this film is still so watchable.
It really
is. I'm saying that, and I'm blind.
So I have some fun facts about this movie. So obviously we know Ring helped kick off the international J-horror boom that inspired multiple Ring films, mangas, TV shows, and even crossovers.
Yeah.
Sadeko's eerie movement was created by filming the actress walking backwards and then reversing the footage. So,
that was
fun
so
fact.
Good. That was, yeah.
The original film does not feature Sadeko crawling out of the TV. That iconic movie moment was made famous by the American remake. Even when you look up Ring 1998, you will still be met with that same iconic imagery because it lays true to both films.
Yeah, but I think that crawl, that's the highlight, right? That's the difference. Like, the reason why that crawl doesn't happen in the original, because it doesn't need to.
I like the crawl either way, I'm not going to lie. It's creepy as hell.
I know, but it's another jump scare. That
it's not really a jump scare, but
it really is a jump scare because you're watching it, for one.
Well, the jump scares her actually exiting the TV, not the well.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, that's, like I said, that's that's for good or bad reasons. That's what studios want to do, right? It's just different sensibilities. That's what it comes down to, right? And the maturity on how studios think that the audiences will react to certain scenes, right? And that comes back to sensibilities. I mean, it's all J-horror. It's all about the tension. It's all about the uneasiness of the moment. The music without music. The atmosphere painting the picture, right? It's all about that type of emotion. And I know what one of my favorite indie horror movies acts this out perfectly. Would You Rather? It's a movie on Netflix that has this type of uneasiness. There's almost no music to the film.
Yeah, critics in Japan originally praised, and they still do, praised this film for unsettling atmosphere, its minimalism, and its use of psychological dread instead of gore, which really is what set it apart from slasher-heavy America in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because if we look back at our other movies, 80s and 90s movies in America, slasher central.
Yeah.
You're not getting a movie without a gory murder
No.
scene. But here you experience true dread for the first time.
Yeah.
Watching this movie for the first time, I was just filled with dread. I didn't want to see what happened next, but I couldn't move my eyes.
And that's why I like Asian horror better than North American
it focuses
horror.
on kind of, like you said, it's kind of like the principles. It's the practicality of it. If you look at Asian culture, especially Japanese, a lot of it's dreadful.
Yeah.
A lot, not their culture in general, but the way that they view horror, a lot of it is based in dread and fear. Back to the movie, though. Internationally, Ring became a festival sensation, and it played at film festivals in North America and Europe, where audience and critics were blown away by what was, at the time, a fresh take on supernatural horror.
Yeah.
Many reviewers highlighted how the film blended modern technology, in the case of DVDs, with the VHS tape, the old school ghost story, and it kind of kept it going. This movie also was praised by Western critics as a masterclass in atmospheric horror and taking a genre in a brand new direction. And by the early 2000s, obviously it gained such a cult following internationally that Hollywood took notice and led to the American remake in 2002.
And then that's all she wrote after that.
Yeah. And it also, as I mentioned earlier, it did kick off a wave of Western remakes of Japanese horror movies. As I already mentioned, Grudge, Dark Water. Another one is One Missed Call. That is also an inspiration.
Yeah, I
Took
one
inspiration from this.
Or the Dark Phone. Ooh, Dark. What was that? The Black Phone, right? That's based on
One Missed Call.
Yeah, One Missed Call is the Black Phone is based on One Missed Call, I think. Right? I think.
One Missed Call is based on the Black Phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the Black Phone is based on One Missed Call. Because when did One Missed Call come out?
Let me check. One Missed Call release. Apparently I can't spell today.
Oh, just today?
Always. So the original film, One Missed Call, was 2003, and it came out in Japan.
Yeah, so Black Phone came out in, like, what? I still want to watch that and review it. It's
Black Phone?
And maybe it's going to be in this list.
Maybe. Just maybe.
So Black Phone Black Phone was based on One Missed Call. If I'm right on that, please let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, I will have to double check it because
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything directly with my quick research, but we'll get into that another day.
Yeah.
And to kind of end this with my talking and go to you, Caveman. Today, Ring is still considered one of the most important horror films ever made. It consistently appears on lists like top 100 scariest movies or most influential films of all time. Its legacy is felt across international horror, from Asian cinema to American indie horror.
Yeah.
Because critics at the time credit Ring with reviving the genre, which at the time in North America was mainstream horror dominated by self-parody and teen slashers in a slow burn style. What this brought to cinemas and theaters near you was a cold color palette and tragic ghost mythology
Yes.
that influenced the entire new generation.
Yes, it's
Ba-dum-choo.
it's a, like I said, it's kicked off everything that we love about J-horror today. It's the reason why we watch J-horror today, is because of movies like these, right? And for all those reasons and more, Ring comes your way at your number 5. All right, guys. Well, that will do it. We will be back tomorrow for a brand new episode of Encore. I have a couple things to say. It's almost D&D season. So the preview to D&D Clue will be coming out soon. We're just working on the artwork and the timing and everything. So we'll probably do the preview to that on the Christmas season before we take our break. Sounds like a good idea. And we actually have a date, but I'm not going to say anything because we haven't had the new calendar yet. So I will say stuff as we get close to the new year. And before we go,
We have some growls to
we
give
have
out.
some growls. Let's do it.
So we have a growl for, I'm not even going to say these last names because I don't want to butcher them. So Serge.
Serge, my dude, my friend from me to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
And we also have one last growl for Miss Kathy Johnson.
Kathy Johnson. Kathy, how's it going, Kathy? I've been nice to see you. I know. I've been watching your fucking episodes all the time. Why? Where's my Kathy? Listen, Kathy. You listen. You listen. Okay. Facebook did a thing. For some reason, it didn't let me see you. Okay, but now I see you, and now you're getting a growl. Calm down, Kathy. Calm down. Kathy Johnson, from me to you, you got a caveman. Guys, that will wrap it up for today's episode. We'll be back tomorrow with Mossy in the studio. I'm not going to jinx him. I'm not. Last time I did that and stuff happened. So, until then, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 50,000 plus, and may the force be with you. Pebbles, take me home. Bye, guys.
From cinema magic to the heart-pounding thrill, we're shaving the worst. Get ready.